Ten Hag may already have Manchester United's very own Bellingham in impressive 17-year-old starlet. While Manchester United's recent Carabao Cup triumph has indicated that new boss Ten Hag is primarily concerned with leading the club to success in the short term, the Dutchman has also showcased his desire to look to the future in his Old Trafford tenure to date, having already put his faith in the club's promising youth products. The most obvious breakout star so far this season has been that of Alejandro Garnacho, with the 18-year-old having provided 8 goal involvement in 28 games in all competitions. Although the Argentine is not alone in having forced his way into the first team fixture, as beloved teenager Kobe Mainu has also been handed a chance to sign off late, while the 17-year-old has only made 3 senior outings. Thus far, these brave cameos are a maker of just how highly thought of he is by those at the club, with an arguably rare to see a player of his age making a mark for an elite club, even despite the Englishman not earning a place in the match-a-day squad for Sunday's win at Wembley. The youngster still appears to be on the mind of Ten Hag, with the former Ajax boss seeking out this emerging star of a chat amid the ongoing celebrations. Although it is not clear with the 53-year-old said today, a promising midfielder is perhaps represented as a figure who could go on to be a key part of the club's success in the years to come, with the incredible conveyor belt of young talent continuing to prove football. Journalists with O'Rourke, speaking to football and cast, certainly believe that Manu's emergence is a real positive for the Premier League side, having stayed. So yeah, it's absolutely impressive for Manchester United, the players that are coming through at the academy like Garnacho and Mainu. So it can only be good for the club, who had a long history of producing their own player, that these players are coming along and now are making inroads into the first team. The aim now will be for the teenage sensation to solidify a regular role in the side moving forward, with Mino likely hoping that the proves to be the long-term solution in the center of the park, with the likes of Christian Eriksen, Brad and Casemiro all in and around their 30s. The reason suggested has been that the club are keen on lending another exciting English talent in the form of Borussia Dortmund's Jude Bellingham, after previously missing out on the 19-year-old senator in 2020. I bet with rival Liverpool also firmly in the mix for the players senator, even if United are to fan of the Merseyside in the first shot of the former Birmingham City agent. Any deal is likely to cost as much as 150 million euros, or about 131 million pounds. Hence the potential desire to avoid splashing the cash by turning to a minor instead, like a Bellingham, who can operate as both a defensive minded midfield asset or in a more creative bird. The England under-18 international also has the capability and versatility to feature all across the midfield, with youth coach Travis Binion having started earlier this year. In recent weeks, we have seen him play as a 6, 8 and 10, and that shows the making of a really good football brain and athletic capability to play throughout the pitch and play in different roles and systems is progressing nicely. His strengths are close control and good awareness, body contact. He's really good in boxes. He's a combative. He's got a nice blend of many skills. He's been training with the first team and doing well. He's been a really consistent. With young players they are down, and sometimes they get carried away with themselves. They get really check and struggle to deal with it. The thing with Kobe is that he comes into the club every day. He applies himself really well. He's never too high, never too low. He's got quite an old head on his shoulders. As been not in that final line, Manu's maturity has been central to his impressive rise up the age group of late, with the FA Youth Cup winner a seemingly sharing such a trait with the aforementioned Bellingham. as the Dortmund star has already emerged as a leader in Germany, according to teammate Mats Hummels. That mentality should ensure that the Stockport-born Asia is able to replicate his comfort in driving at the top level at such young age, with Bellingham having already scored 20 goals and provided 24 assists in 120 games for the Bundesliga side to date, despite still being in his teens. The latter man's example should show Den Haag that taking the risk on a youngster can well prove worth it, with Man Utd potentially able to replicate the three-giant mission by becoming a leading figure despite his relative youth.